How to recognize loneliness. Loneliness is one of the worst emotions a human can experience. In addition, it can be harmful to health if you suffer from it in the long term. Here we explain how to recognize this feeling and what to do about it. Loneliness can be hard to recognize. At some point in your life, you've probably experienced short-term feelings of loneliness. Especially in critical moments when you have lost a loved one, moved to a new city or changed school or job. In these kinds of situations, it's normal to feel alone, but you tend to get over it with time. However, there are people who feel chronically lonely for long periods of time. Prolonged feelings of loneliness can negatively affect health. Specialists even claim that the effects of loneliness and isolation can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Therefore, it is crucially important to be able to recognize loneliness so that intervention can be taken. How to recognize loneliness. Laura Alcock Ferguson, Chief Executive of the Campaign to End Loneliness, says, "Loneliness is about the level of connection you have compared to the level of connection you want." Alcock Ferguson further adds that loneliness is a bodily sensation, just like hunger or thirst, but in this case the need is the connection with another. We have all experienced loneliness and we know how it feels. It gives feelings of deep discomfort. Therefore, it is important to overcome it by creating healthy and enriching connections. Feeling lonely affects your mood. Signs that can make us recognize loneliness. It is not always easy to detect the symptoms of loneliness, as not everyone experiences it in the same way. That being said, the people who feel lonely usually exhibit the following signs: waste with their appearance or personal hygiene, feeling of being useless, poor diet, changes in their routines, e.g. that they start getting up much later than usual, difficulty connecting with others on a deep and intimate level. They may have friends and family, but their level of connection with them is superficial. Lack of close friends or best friends. They may also feel that no one really understands them. The deep feelings of isolation, which is reflected in their behavior, e.g. in a meeting with many people, at work or at school, they can distance themselves and cut off the connection with the rest. It is as if they are in their own unbreakable bubble. Feelings of insecurity and low self-esteem. They may feel that they are not good enough. Tiredness or exhaustion when trying to socialize. Causes of loneliness. There are many reasons for feeling lonely. The experience often depends on the stage of life, personality characteristics and personal experiences. For example, an elderly person is more likely to feel lonely because they are grieving the death of their life partner. On the other hand, it is more common for a young person to feel lonely when they move to a new city to study at university. Alcock Ferguson confirms that there are different types of loneliness. For example, one suffers from emotional loneliness when one misses the company of a certain person. If, on the other hand, you want a connection with a larger group of people, you may experience social loneliness. Loneliness can lead to isolation and a sense of social disconnection. The solution to feelings of loneliness. Loneliness has been linked to depression, sleep problems, high blood pressure, psychological stress and other mental health problems. Therefore, it is important to deal with this feeling. Mental health charity Mind recommends that people who feel lonely should take up an activity that they can share with a group. Ideally, it should be a hobby that interests them. This means that they come into contact with people with the same interest. A few examples are cooking or dance classes. In addition, there are many apps that aim to help people find friends. If you think that someone you love is lonely, The most appropriate solution is to talk to them. Now try to strike up a conversation and find out how they feel. This will also be an opportunity to connect with them and help them not feel so alone. If you feel that your efforts have not been successful, you can try to encourage them to go to psychological therapy. There, they will be able to work on their problems and put an end to their loneliness.